Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. May I know your good name, please?
Sir, I am Vishal Dubey.
Okay. You have appeared for NDA exam also, na?
Yes, sir.
Why you want to join Indian Army or Armed Forces?
Sir, I was in a military school from class 6 to class 12. So 7 years in a military environment, looking at all my seniors, looking at all my teachers, even my principal, he was a colonel. So that motivated me to join the armed forces. Other than that, I was also a sports person. I would have loved a life full of adventure, somewhere where I have to face challenges in terrains that I have never visited before. So those things
Do
would
you have interest in Indian Army?
Yes, sir.
Can you name name of some army commanders?
Sir,
Eastern Command. Let's start from Eastern Command.
no, sir.
Lieutenant General R.P. Kalita.
Yes, sir. I'll remember.
Yesterday, you have heard the name? Yesterday
no,
he
sir.
retired.
No, sir.
Who is Army Chief now?
Sir, General Manoj.
Yes,
No.
good. Manoj?
No,
No.
Manoj Kumar.
Pandey.
Pandey.
Okay, no issue. Rank, do you know, na? Indian Army rank? From, if you have gone through NDA, then what should have been the procedure? NDA qualified means plus 2 qualified.
Yes, sir.
Thereafter, what is the procedure for graduation?
So thereafter, they do a 3-year training at National Defence Academy, Kharagwasla, Pune,
Yeah.
where they complete their graduation in BSc or BA. Then the Air Force cadets and the
Wait, hold on. Graduation from which university?
Jawaharlal University.
Very good. है ना? Do you have seen any time Kharagwasla?
Yes, sir. We went for a NDA trip in class 11.
Okay, great. Now let's come upon your optional subject is political science and international relation.
Yes, sir.
What is national interest?
So national interest has been defined by various scholars in various ways. National interest has some multiple dimensions. The first national interest in current era in a new liberal world is economic.
Simple way, layman language. What is a national interest?
National interest is something that should keep the interest of citizens of a nation prior to every other commitment of the government. So national interest is something that works for the benefit of citizens of the country, be it economic, social, security or political.
Okay. NATO is based on collective security or collective defense.
Sir, collective defense.
Okay. Do you have any interest in geography?
Yes, sir.
Very good. These days are of the fog days.
Yes, sir.
है ना? And what do you mean by smog?
Smog is when smoke in the atmosphere mixes with fog. So we call that phenomena smog.
Do you have heard the name of PAN, P-A-N, PAN within the smog?
No, sir, I'm not aware of it.
Okay, no issue. Ozone?
Ozone, yes, sir.
Ozone is poisonous or not?
Ozone is poisonous at tropospheric level, but it is not poisonous at stratospheric level.
Okay. Do you know about ozone depletion?
Yes, sir.
Please tell.
Sir, ozone depletion is when the ozone layer that is there in the lower stratosphere, it mixes with, it reacts with certain gases and turns into O2, that is oxygen gas. Therefore, it creates a hole in the layer.
Okay, very good. You tell me something about these days. Coolness is due to western disturbance. What is western disturbance?
Sir, western disturbances are westerly winds that flow over Mediterranean Ocean. They collect atmospheric moisture from there, and then they shed rain in the areas of northern India, northwestern India. So these are western disturbances.
Okay,
They come
very
in
good.
winters.
The western Europe is located latitude-wise very cool place, but the western part of Europe is not so cool as it should be.
Yes, sir.
What is the reason?
Sir, although I'm not pretty sure about
No,
it,
you just try.
I'll take a guess. It's due to the moderating effect of sea.
One reason, and
One
there is an ocean current also.
Not Atlantic drift that turns into
Yeah,
Gulf Stream.
very good. How fog is formed?
Fog is formed when temperatures drop below cooling point and the moisture in the atmosphere turns into fog.
Do you have any time gone to Agra?
Sir, yes, sir. My father is currently posted in Agra, so I go
Okay.
there.
Okay. Do you have heard the name of Black Taj Mahal in Agra?
Sir, I've heard about the myth that
Myth.
there was a plan to construct a black Taj Mahal just on the other bank of Yamuna. There's a place called Mehtab Bagh there. So it is again a Char Bagh that has been developed, but there's no black Taj Mahal right now. So
Okay.
it's
So we see the moon, one part of the moon throughout the year, but we are not able to see the other part of the moon.
yes, sir.
Can you tell me why?
Sir, it is because the rotation and the revolution time
Very
of moon
good.
is same.
Please.
Your hobby is reading the books,
Reading non-fiction books.
non-fiction books. So difference between fiction and non-fiction books.
Sir, fiction is based on imagination. It is more detached from reality, but non-fiction is mainly based around an event or that is based in reality. That is maybe historical event, maybe a political phenomena, maybe some technological change that is happening. So,
When is that book you have read?
so the recent book that I am reading is The Churn in the Ocean by Sanjeev Sanyal.
What's the basic theme?
Sir, it is a decolonized history of the Indian Ocean because we have seen that Indian Ocean history by authors of the contemporary era begins after the Portuguese and the Vasco da Gama found the route around to the to India. So Sanjeev Sanyal, he has tried to shed light on other aspect of Indian Ocean history that is before that period, during the ancient times, during Harappan times, and so on.
So you are reading and writing a poetry.
Yes, sir.
Any your own crafted poetry?
Yes,
that
sir.
You want to?
Sir, as I read a lot, so I have written a nazm on reading. So it goes like, पढ़ो लिखो, लिखो पढ़ो, कि खुद से कुछ परे बढ़ो, पढ़ो कि कोई गीत तुमको हार में उमंग दे, किसी का कुछ लिखा जो तेरा जिंदगी में संग दे, किसी के इश्क का सबब, किसी के प्रेम की कथा, वही जो अपनी आज है सालों की यही व्यथा, ये मोतियों के हार इसी ढेर में मिले तुम्हें, ये जिंदगी का सार किसी शेर में मिले तुम्हें.
Very good.
Okay, Vishal,
Yes, sir.
you were interested in Indian military services, right?
Yes, sir.
Defenses,
Yes,
defense
sir.
forces, I can say. But your first option is IAS, not IPS.
Yes, sir.
Why? Any specific reason for that?
Sir, after 3 years of my graduation and 1 year preparing for the civil services, I found out that IAS offers a wider range of opportunities than the defense forces, and as such, I was not able to go into defense forces. So, I guess this is a career trajectory that I am choosing.
Okay. Your biodata also mentions that your mother is a housewife,
Yes, sir.
right? Recently, there was a debate in a particular state that housewives should be paid.
Yes, sir.
Housework should be paid. What is your opinion on that?
Sir, housewives or even the term housewives is problematic because we have a very, let's say, not just division of labor within our households. The domestic division of labor is not just because men are supposed to earn while women are supposed to take care of the household. But we are seeing increasingly that this has turned into a form of oppressive practice where women are deliberately taken back into the domestic sphere, crushing their economic opportunities or the potentials that they might have, which is hurting both the society and the nation as well as the individual. Therefore, I think that paying housewives can be an option, but at the same time, I would say that housework should not be seen as strictly housework as well. It is also something that adds to the economy of the nation, because as Karl Marx also pointed out that a worker cannot work outside until he has a domestic sphere which is being taken care of by someone else. So it is also a part of the economic structure. So I guess paying housewives is not a bad option, but at the same time I would say that we should also try to break the shackles of domestic division of labor, because it might be that a woman would do far better in economic sphere somewhere else in some other domain, and a man can be a good husband, can be a husband who can take care of domestic sphere good. So
Right.
I guess that is.
But do you agree to this as well, that paying the housewives would also lead to legal approval of division of labor, which you are talking about, that women should work in house and men should work outside?
Yes, sir. These provisions need better care, more scrutiny, and some more deliberation, because exactly we have we should not go with the conventional notion that only women would work in households and men would not. If a man is working in a household, compensation amount to him is no different.
Okay, and do you believe that there is nothing called, since you said that there is a problem with the word housewife itself,
Yes.
do you think that all women are working women, some are paid, some are not?
Exactly, sir. All women are working women. Some are paid, some are not. My contestation with the term is that instead of using housewife, because wife itself denotes the gender female
Right.
gender. So we are in a way projecting that only women will belong to the household. So it should be homemaker, which is a gender
Right,
neutral term.
that should be the something which should be written,
Yes,
or
sir.
it could be
Yes, sir.
considered as more of a like a work, which you said.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. Okay. Another thing, you used a word called a scholar's name called as Karl Marx.
Yes, sir.
You quoted something about his family as well. Have you heard about a book which he wrote called as Holy Family?
Holy Family was written by angels, Frederick Angels.
Completed by angels.
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
I have read it.
Any idea about that?
Yes, sir. I have read about the book. It is said to be a feminist critique of capitalism, where he says that women have been restricted to domestic sphere because men are seen as commodities and they are working in factories and industrialized work. So what happens is women are forced to work in domestic sphere to sustain themselves, to sustain the household. So it also automatically creates a division of labor due to this capitalist structure that is working in industries. So I
Okay,
guess
but if I take this viewpoint of yours, Marxism is also many times branded by many feminists like Hartman and others as gender blind. Do you
Yes.
agree to that?
Yes, sir. There have been instances where Marxism has been branded as gender blind, which it is because it envisions a society of communist society where there would not be division of labor based on gender. It would be based on everyone's capacity and everyone's needs. So I guess it is gender blind to an extent.
Okay, sir.
ओके
Continue with this.
मैनपुरी और फर्रुखाबाद
Yes, sir.
स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में क्या योगदान रहा है इस जगह का, किस रूप में?
Sir, Farrukhabad was a center of revolt during 1857, and I am not sure about Mainpuri as I have never heard about its role in, specifically its role in any of the freedom movement.
फर्रुखाबाद के किसी नाम बताइए स्वतंत्रता सेनानी का कि बहुत बड़ा केंद्र था
I am not aware of it.
एक बार, है ना? ओके, आपने हॉकी का जिक्र किया है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो आप अभी भी हैं, तो अभी इंडिया की क्या पोजीशन है हॉकी में, रैंक?
Sir, I am not aware of the rank, but recently we lost a home World Cup in the quarterfinals, before the quarterfinals. But at the same time, we won bronze medal in 2020 Tokyo Olympics. So it is a mixed bag. We also won Asian Championships as well as the Asian Cup this year, 2023. So,
कैप्टन कौन है अभी इंडिया?
sir, Harmanpreet Singh.
ओके, आपने बुक रीडिंग का भी किया हुआ और आप गाते भी हैं कविताओं को या?
No, sir. I do not use chand poetry.
Mhm.
I do it in form of ghazals and nazms.
ओके,
Urdu.
डिफरेंस क्या है?
Sir, ghazal is a different structure than nazm. Ghazal and both are in a certain meter. In ghazal, we use a kafiya and a radif. Kafiya being the penultimate word and radif being the last word, which rhymes. The ghazal structure consists of shares, 5 to 6 shares, where the first share is matla and the last share is makta. In matla, we have hum radif shares. That is, both the shares should have the same radif. But then the rest of the shares can be one line in the same beher, but not of the same radif. And the last share, that is the makta, should have the name, is supposed to have the name of the shair as well. So that is the ghazal structure. In nazms, we are not restricted by this structure. We have 1 or 2 meter. We can even change the meter in between the paragraphs.
और डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रोज एंड शेर?
Prose and
शेर,
Sher consists of 2 misras, with the first misra and the second. It can be a makta and a matla, so depending on that, the radif would change. But chand or prose poetry is not restricted by any meter. It can even be. The structure is different. The meter is not supposed to be there, and I guess that's what grants it more independence.
आपने शेर का जिक्र किया तो कुछ नाम बताना चाहेंगे जिनको आपने पढ़ा है?
Sir, I have read Ahmad Faraz, I have read Joan Elia, I have read Nida Fazli, I have read Rahat Indori, and so many more.
अहमद फराज की कुछ पंक्तियाँ.
Sir, Ahmad Faraz, a ghazal of his that I like is सिलसिले तोड़ गया वो सभी जाते जाते वरना इतने तो मरासिम थे कि आते जाते. सिलसिले तोड़ गया वो सभी जाते जाते वरना इतने तो मरासिम थे कि आते जाते. शिकवे जुल्मते शब से तो कहीं बेहतर है अपने हिस्से की शम्मा तो कोई जलाते जाते.
इसका मीनिंग बताने चाहेंगे?
Yes, sir. The Sher talks about in the first Sher he talks about that his friend or the lover and she has gone and she has broken all the relations with him. Otherwise, they were at least that well acquainted that they could have at least maintained a friendly relationship. The second Sher in a ghazal we are not supposed to have the same theme for all the Shers. So two Shers can be very different in meaning. So the second Sher talks about Shikwa Zulmate Shab. Shikwa is complaining, Zulmat is the problems with the, and Shab is night, रात. तो रात का जो शिकवा है, रात के जो जुल्मे हैं, उसके जो शिकवे है, शिकवे करने से अच्छा है अपने हिस्से की शम्मा, your lamp of your own part, you should have at least lit a lamp. So that's what we can do. So शिकवा जुल्मत शब से तो कहीं बेहतर है अपने हिस्से की शम्मा को जला.
रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग पोएट्री, अभी आपने हाल में किस कवि को पढ़ा है?
Sir, currently I am reading Ahmad Faraz only. I have got a new collection, his new collection. That was some unheard poems of another unheard ghazals of Ahmad Faraz.
अभी साहित्य अकादमी पुरस्कार किसे मिला है उर्दू में?
Sir, I am not aware.
प्लेइंग फ्लूट.
Yes, sir.
फ्लूट जो है उसमें जो मतलब छिद्र होते हैं,
Yes, sir.
वो साइंटिफिक रीजन है कि 5 और 6 कितने होते हैं?
Sir, हिंदुस्तानी क्लासिकल म्यूजिक में we use flute जो हमारी बांसुरी है. It has 6 holes. In Carnatic musics, it is having 8 holes, and it is the holes, the difference of the holes and the distance of the holes is depending on the scale of the flute. So if it is a flute of let's say scale E, and in a bass medium, so it would be around 32 inches, and it would have distance. The distance of the holes is different. Whereas if I have a flute of scale C, then it would be a small flute which would have the distance of the holes at appropriate places.
किसी बांसुरी वादक का नाम?
Sir, पंडित हरिप्रसाद चौरसिया जी and पंडित राकेश चौरसिया जी and राकेश प्रसन्ना जी. Sir, those are the 3 that I can recall.
घराना पता है?
घराना, I know the घराना of पंडित हरिप्रसाद चौरसिया जी. He took his initial training in Banaras, but the last घराना that he played was Mayhar Ghara.
Thank you.
Thanks.